Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we'll go through some definitions you'll need to know for our geometry topic. So the first thing we have to know is a point. So you know basically what a point is. It's just sort of like a dot. It's just an indication of where something is in space. It's like a one-dimensional quantity. So in maths, we have to label these points. We usually give them a letter so we know what we're referring to. So this would be point A, and I could put point B up here. So we will sometimes join up those points. So I could just draw a line, well, it looks like a line between them. But we're very precise with our definitions. We don't call this red thing a line, it's actually called a line segment. So a line segment looks like a line, but it has a start and an end. And that's very important. When you go on in your maths life, you will learn things like how to find the distance of a line segment. You need to be precise in your terminology, because if I asked you to find a distance of a line, you actually couldn't do that. So why is that? The reason you couldn't find the distance of a line is a line actually goes on forever. So something like this is what we call a line, but it has an arrow here and an arrow here to indicate that it goes forever. That's what the arrows mean. The line just keeps on going. So whereas a line goes forever in two directions, sometimes you'll have something that has a start point but goes on forever. So if I draw something like this, starts here and goes like that. So if I call this thing here C, C is a point. Now the blue thing I've drawn is called a ray. It goes forever in one direction. So make sure we know this. A line segment has a start and an end. It does not go on forever. A line goes forever in both directions, whereas a ray goes forever in one direction. You can see there's only one arrow here indicating it goes on forever in this direction, but it stops at point C. So we can give names to things like line segments. So this thing here is the line segment AB. We just name it according to its start and end points. I could draw another line segment easily. So this would be a line segment because it has a start and an end. It doesn't go forever. So I have to label the start point and the end point something. It doesn't matter what you call them, whether it's A and B, C and D, whatever. I'm just going to call them X and Y. So this is line segment XY. It makes sense for me to say what is the distance of XY and things like that, okay? So please make sure you understand point. You probably already knew that. Line segment, ray, and line. Now we're going to look at how we label angles. Please pause and copy this down if you need. So I'm sure you've seen angles before. More formally, it's basically just where two lines or two line segments or two rays meet. So if I have something like this, the angle is here, that's an angle. So what we sort of have is two line segments that are meeting here. So if I call this A, B, and C, so A, B, and C are points, I need to give this angle a name. So I'm not going to call it B because that would get a little bit ambiguous. Like when I say B, if I just call the angle B, you'd be like, is he talking about the point or is he talking about the angle? So when we're naming angles, what we name them with is three letters. So we always use three letters for an angle, and the middle of those three letters tell us where the angle is. So you can see that this angle I've marked here, so an angle is just where two line segments, lines, or rays meet, it's at B. So B needs to go in the middle, and on either side are just the other two letters, A, B, C. This angle is called angle. That's what this little symbol here means. It means angle, angle ABC. I can also call it angle CBA. Mathematicians will know that if you say angle ABC or CBA, it means exactly the same thing. You can write it either way. So note, we went through points, they have one letter, so that's what the 1L here means. If we were talking about line segments, remember they have a start and an end, we use 2 letters for them. And then for angles, we use 3 letters. So that makes it easy so we won't get confused. So this here would be line segment AB. This would be line segment BC. Of course, it wouldn't matter if I called AB BA. That's the same thing. You just use 2 letters for line segments, so it wouldn't matter if I called this CB either. Okay? 1 letter for points, 2 letters for line segment, and 3 letters for angles. So now what we're going to do is put this all together and draw a shape. So please pause and copy this down if you need. So here we've drawn a triangle, and a triangle has 1, 2, 3 vertices or 3 corners. So we name this triangle ABC. So this side here of the triangle, that's side AC or CA. This side of the triangle is BC or CB. And then this side of the triangle is AB. That's how we label the line segments. So let's go through the angles. So this angle here, this is an angle because it's where 2 line segments meet. That angle there is at B. So it would be angle ABC or angle CBA. Because it's at vertex B, B needs to go in the middle, whichever way you write it. So this angle here, that occurs at C. So I put C in the middle and the other 2 letters on the side. So I'm going to call it angle ABC or angle BCA. It doesn't matter which one. And then this one here, of course, that happens the angle at A. So I'm going to call it BAC. A goes in the middle. Or I can call it angle CAB. All means the same thing. All right. Hopefully you understand now the definitions that we need. Please make sure you ask any questions if you have them. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.